Welcome back, JDC family. My name is Jay. This is my Diecast Creations channel, and it is late. It is late night on a Saturday. Let me see here. Let me get my chat up on the screen. Man, there's a lot. There is a lot to go through. There's a lot to go through. I don't even know if we're gonna get anybody in here tonight, but I just want to pop on for a minute. Catch up with anybody that's that's viewing, right? And you know, I've had a calling, right? I've had an awakening. I've had children. That's what that's called. Dotson Man's here. Tony's in the house. What's up, guys? So 6 months. The girls had their 6 month birthday. Was that yesterday? 2 days ago. 2 days ago. So it's a half a birthday, right? Halfway around the sun, they call it. And we've had a really good time the last couple days. Me and Amanda took them out today. We went to a consignment, which was like it's not a charity deal, but it's like people put up clothes and kid stuff or whatever, and they put their own prices on it. But if it doesn't sell by Saturday or Sunday, it goes discounted, right? So it's a good chance to get clothes and stuff for like $1 or $2, right? So we did that because we know we need double the stuff, and we went there and started buying like pajamas for like a year or two out, right? Just to make sure we have it. But open it up. First thumbs up. I don't know, Tony. I think it got you, bro. It's all good. It doesn't matter who was first or second. We're all winners here. But yeah, so I started going through stuff for Mark's event, Hot Wheels for Hope. I just put the video up, Mark. So I don't know if you saw that, but really just recorded it. I'll be bringing those cars down there on Monday. I'll be going there Monday to drop everything off, and hopefully by that time I'll be able to go through the rest of my stuff and have more. But as I'm going through stuff, I'm like, why am I keeping all these cars in the boxes and like in shoe boxes in the corner? Why do I even have it if that's the case? Especially knowing that I got to move in like 7 months. It's easier to pack loose cars into carry totes and stuff like that than it is to keep everything carded and keep it pristine and all that. I'm not reselling anything down the road, so like the Chevelles, those will all stay on card in the protectors, right? The supers that were gifted to me and the few that I found, those will stay on the card, right? But everything else is like, what am I doing? So I'm just gonna sit here and open up some stuff, and you guys probably won't have a good view of it because the camera's over there and it's not gonna focus right. But whatever, man. I just want to jump on and say what's up to people because you guys don't see me anymore, right? Like I'm ghosted because 24/7 it's all about the girls. Like I don't have a life of my own, and that's kind of, I guess I shouldn't say that because I do have a life and they are my life, right? So that's how it goes. It shifts to these are the most important things in the world. That's it. Families first, and nothing else matters, right? So YouTube went by the wayside. The community. I love everybody, and I really do appreciate everything that this community has done me. But I kind of walked away, and I feel bad in a way that I haven't been able to support everybody, the way that they supported me. But at the same time, I feel like you kind of have to be a little bit selfish when it comes to your time when you have twins, because there's no time. there's literally no time, you know. And I've said this, 5 million times, but um, there's that, you know. So it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning over here. I was just going through some stuff, trying to make some room because we went to this thing today and brought home a bunch of clothes and stuff that we need to wash because you don't know who had what, right? So I was trying to make some room and I came across the cars that I had thrown to the side and I was like, you know what? Let me pop some of the stuff open. I'm not gonna regret any of this, because they're cars. I paid $1 for them, right? So the first thing is this Pooper Trooper, the Poop King, it's called. Right? I bought it because it's got porta potties in the back of it. It's got porta potties in the back of it, and they come out. They come out. I got porta potties for the diorama, right? They're in there. Maybe I do something with the truck one day. I don't know. I bought it for the porta potties, right? This one here, I don't know, man. I bought these. I bought a couple of these trailers, the Matchbox trailers, because I planned on using the trailers, but I think they're too skinny for a car. Yeah, it's definitely too skinny for a car. I mean, you could make something work, but more than anything, the motorcycles that are on here can be cut off and used in the Gaslands game, right? Which is something that I'll probably never get to now because I don't have the time, right? But these are about scale. Maybe they're a little, they're probably about scale, right? If anything else, maybe paint it up and put it in a diorama, right? But there's that. Not too many people on tonight. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect anybody to be on really because it's 2 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast. This one here is like a rat rod, the Swap Meet Special 35 Ford. It's pretty cool. The other side, I didn't know that the other door is blue. Huh. That is pretty cool because it's facing left, right? Matchbox. You don't see the other side. The door's blue. That's sweet. This is something that I could probably definitely weather up a little more than it is and do a wheel swap or something maybe. Make a little barn find or whatever. Rat rod. Stick a blower out the hood. Tony, it's only 10:54 here. 2, 1, 12, 11. What are you, California? You're in California, right? We got the McLaren 720S Spider. I'm not really an exotic guy, but there's something about this car that I like. I would drive this car, I think. I would drive this car. It's got to be like the louvers in the back. Maybe it I don't know, completes the roof that's not there. But this is a sweet looking car. So I grabbed it at some point in time and it's been sitting in a box, and now it's not. Right? The other thing is I love cars, right? I love cars. I love Hot Wheels. I loved Hot Wheels since I was a kid. So to be able to have these cars and open them up and, not that I'm going to sit back here and play with them, but, my kids will at some point in time, so maybe I'll do something with Orange Tracks and, get a little racetrack going so that they can come back here and grab whatever cars they want and roll them down that when they get big enough, right? So, I don't know. We'll see. The Mystery Machine. I know. I should have gave this to the kids. And it was in the box. It was in the box. And then I started thinking about it, and as I was having this awakening, it's not an awakening, whatever. I had a moment, and I was like, I'm doing all this. I'm giving away all these cars. I don't care about that. But what is this? What is this hobby, right? Why did I get into it? And what is it all about? It's about spending quality time with yourself, right? Like when I come back here and I'm playing, customizing or whatever, I'm away from my family. They're sleeping usually. Amanda's sleeping. Now the babies. The only time I ever come back here is when they're sleeping. I've yet to come back here and customize anything while they're sleeping. Like since they've been born, I haven't customized anything. But I was like, this time is my time, basically, right? Right now it is, until they get a little older. But this stuff is from my childhood too, not just for like the kids that are in need of cars. I have plenty of cars to give, but knowing that this is the only mystery machine I have, because last year I sent the rest of them to you, Mark. Um, I was like, I shouldn't get rid of this. I should open it because this is part of my childhood, and this keeps me young, right? So I kept it. I did keep it, and maybe that's some people will be like, oh, you should have gave it to the kids, but that's my reasoning there. So I just popped the mystery machine, right? The mystery machine is gonna stay in the collection, in the diorama, in the whatever, you know. And a lot of these cars will end up in a box, and not in a box, but in a carry case, right? 100 car carry case, and I'll use them for customs, or I'll use them for whatever, Maybe I don't use them, and my girls, when they get old enough, they find them and use them, right? But it's important to hold on to your past and your childhood, and stay young as long as you can, because time flies, man. I'm 37 years old. I'll be 38 in December, and I'm still not old, right? Compared to like older people. But I'm not young anymore. I'm not 21. Like I'm not. I was yesterday, right? That's how it feels. So you got to hold on to the things that keep you young, and if even if it's a little car like this, like you know. So there's that, right? Wolfgood, what's up, brother? What's going on, man? Sally66 Stang is in the house. What is happening, Sally? Tony, thanks for sending me the link. Iggy, I guess you guys know each other. Um, it doesn't, it doesn't, it doesn't ring a bell. But welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live, along with the other 3 people that are here. Tatsuman says you look gorgeous. I thought you were 21. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Because I just shaved, right? No, I just shave all this gray hair, dude. I'm telling you, man. I've had a few grays since I was like 16, but none of them really, like, my hair didn't go gray until recently. And kids will do it. Not even the kids part, but the stress of like, what are you gonna do? Now you got people to keep alive, right? All my life, I've had to worry about me. That's it. I've been pretty self-independent and self-sufficient, so now I have to keep 2 people alive and support Amanda, who was pregnant. Like, that'll give you some gray hairs. That'll give you some gray hairs, you know what I'm saying? I invited some people. Nah, cool, man. That's cool. Still a young pup, Wolfgood said. Yeah, like I said, I know I'm not old, but I know I'm not young either, But I did have my fun. I lived my life. Now it's about the babies, right? Subi is in the house. Oh man, want to talk, but about to sleep and didn't really get time to donate. Make sure it happens, even if it's till Christmas. Yeah, you know what, man? And this is another thing. Like, Dotson, man, is a good dude because he's putting this on, right? But I'm guilty of this. Like, you can do good all year long. Like, you can go and donate at any point in time. anything. It doesn't have to be these cars. But there's kids out there that need help, right? I'm guilty of being ignorant to that, like not even thinking about it, which I should. But now that I'm a dad, I think about it more. Like, thankfully, my kids are healthy, you know, so far, knock on wood, right? um, but yeah, you go donate at any point in time, especially Christmas time, because that's when they really need it. And I'm sure a lot more people come out and help during Christmas time, but you know that random walk-in the middle of May will probably put a smile on those kids you know more than the Christmas flood of stuff, right? So Tony invited us to crash this awesome channel. I appreciate it. uh 53 myself. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Don't forget to say hello to Mark too. Marky Mark. Mac. The meatloaf Mac. Eddie, where's Eddie? There is always that mentality that someone else will do it. No, you do it. Yeah, right on. Right on. And that's the thing, it takes one to be one, right? Coming from nothing, man, I didn't think about that. Like when I was brought up, I didn't think about that because when you don't have anything and you have to survive, like you're thinking about yourself. And I know that's a really selfish thing to say, right? But like it's tough, man. That's a tough thing. And it took me a long time to realize like helping people helps you, right? Inside. It helps you mentally to feel good about yourself that you made a difference, right? It took me a long time to realize that. Not to get all not to get all there on you guys. Yeah, fight or flight. Much love to everyone. I only meant to write that once. It's all good, man. Morton Henningsen. Just want to say hi from Norway. No, it is nice to give away cars. Guess there's gonna be some happy kids. Yeah, right on, man. Absolutely. Um, I don't expect to see these kids. I'm gonna pass it off to the people that are in charge there, but I know that they'll do the right thing. It'll get to the kids that need them. Um, and I also so this is another thing, and then maybe this is weird, but I'm gonna pack a box and throw it in my truck, so that everywhere that I go, if I see family or whatever, I'm gonna pass off cars, and I won't hand it to the kids. I'm not gonna hand it to random kids, but obviously I'm gonna be like, hey, the father, always target the father, like to make sure that you don't come off as a creep, but you know, spreading Hot Wheels across the world, whether it's for the children's hospital or random kids that are walking down the street, right? I plan on doing that because I got so many cars. I don't need them all. I'm gonna pop them in the truck. I'll start handing those out when I'm out and about. Come Halloween, there's no candy in this house. Like Amanda's a diabetic, right? So we don't buy candy, but there'll be a box of Hot Wheels out on the front porch, and you know, let the kids take those, right? So I'm doing my part to spread the Hot Wheels, right? Spread the Hot Wheels. Everybody's saying hi to Morton. Wish I could have filmed dropping them off, but the police department and fire department said no filming or photography. Yeah, right on. People's privacy there. Yeah, and you can't, you gotta expect that, right? Caliper 50 Customs is in the house. What's up, brother? 2 a.m. here. 2 a.m. The babies are sleeping in there, and as always, if Amanda comes in here, I gotta go and let's shut this down real quick because they've been sleeping really good, but let's not jinx it, right? Knock on wood. Got the LB Works Skyline, the blue one. I already cracked the red one and the Hot Wheels tampoed one. Boom. Right? I wasn't sure I had one of these open or not, but now I do. Right? Cracking everything. So I got the blue one, got the red one, got this one. I like this car. I like the wide body kits, right? On everything. The race cars, I like the GT wide body kits on those. The accentuated fender flares on the Porsches, right? The LB Works Sylvias, you know, and then obviously the Chevelle. This is my favorite casting, you know, the wide body Chevelle, right? So there's that. Now we got the blue one. Bada bing, bada boom. It's not true, Tony. They are public servants, but nice of you to do. Oh, to not film them? Yeah, I guess you could film them if you really wanted to. But I don't know that I'd walk into a police station and piss off the police. I don't know. Not gonna be on long. Back is really hurting today. Yeah, right on. I'm not gonna be on long either, man. It's 10 after 2 here. I just wanted to pop on and, you know, just kick it with you guys for a minute, man. I was telling Amanda last night, like, you know, a lot of stuff needs to be done in the house, like dishes and the laundry and the garbage and, you know, all the stuff that you can't do when you got your hands full with twins, right? And I know it sounds like, oh, it takes 2 seconds, right? There ain't no time. So once they're sleeping, I try to, you know, do all that stuff before I go to sleep, because the next day, you know, obviously, you know, you got to clean up everything too. Like the house gets a tornado. But yeah, right. I don't even know where I'm going with that. I'm shot. That's where I'm going with that. Shot. You know, by the time I'm done doing everything, it's tired. Tired, guys. And I might actually wake up tomorrow and go back to that consignment event, because tomorrow is a 75% off. So, you know, we might take the ride back out there and try to really get everything that we need. Well, obviously you're never going to get everything we need, but, you know, when we have to buy everything for twins, if you can get it all for like 50 cents to $1, as opposed to $10 or $20 in the store, I'm not opposed to secondhand clothing, you know, like. So there's that. We might be heading out in the morning. I'm babbling on and on and on now. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Not gonna be on long. Congratulations on the bone shaker, bro. Couldn't outbid you. Oh, you guys are bidding on a bone shaker. Supposed to happen in the early 90s, Rodney King. You guys are talking about the Popo. So I got the other Porsche. This is the Outlaw, the blue one, right? Cracked that one. I found the red one in my stash, so we're cracking that one too. Right? Why not? Now we get the red and the blue. Bada bing. Bada boom. Right? This is a car that I had bought a few of, actually, and I donated the rest of them. I had one of these cars. I had the 93. I had 2 of these cars, actually. One of them was a 91. One of them was a 91, and it had the side skirts, the one that covers the top of the wheel, right? It had the skirt on the back. It was silver. This was when I was younger. It was a 91 Caprice. I had 22s on it. Yeah, nice system, rocking the floor, rocking the pavement, right? So when I seen that they made this, I was like, yeah, I gotta get that. I'm gonna do a custom on this eventually if I ever get a chance to, right? Try to remake the car that I had. So I had a 91 in silver, and then I had a 93 in silver as well without the side skirt. Um, I feel you twins must be hard. Myself, I had 3 kids, 4, 5 years. It is a struggle sometimes. Open them up. Gotta run. Much love, y'all. Mark, I appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Enjoy your enjoy everything over there. Enjoy everything over there, my man. Congratulations. You already know. This one here, and Morton, it definitely is hard. I'm not gonna. It's hard, but it's worth every every bit of it. You know, it's worth every bit of it when like you look at these kids, you know that you made them, and you look at them and they smile at you. You know, like that right there is enough for me to give up everything. Nothing else matters. You know, so yeah. This is the Plymouth Savoy. Plymouth Savoy. I believe the story on this car was it was the first unibody, and it was ahead of its time. They said it was the first unibody car, and I think they were started using it for racing, if I'm not mistaken. And it was untouchable. Like it was ahead of its time. Nothing could mess with it. And then for some reason or another, nobody ever heard of it again. So there's that. Dotson Man left just in time for me to crack a 510. Cracking a 510. This is the teal one. 510. I don't have any. I always thought these were cool cars. I'm not a fanatic of them like he is, but I did always had a thing for these cars. So I want to crack one and have it in the collection. Right? Have it loose so it can breeze around the table. We got a 20 Jeep Gladiator. I bought this for the wheels and the motorcycles in the back of it for the Gaslands game. But I don't think I'm ever going to get a chance to do that. It's got gas cans and 2 motorcycles back there. I mean, maybe I can get to work on it at some point. But we're talking down the road. But it's a cool truck. I mean, if anything, you might even be able to just gas land it up with the bikes in the back of it, like whatever, you know. So there's that, and then there's another one here, cracking it. This one is the desert, Kuzumajiggy, the desert tan, right? It's a matte tan, matte beige, whatever you want to call it, matte. I don't know. How do you say that? Matte? Is it matte or is it matte? Because there's an E at the end. I'm not sure. How that goes. But I'll tell you right now, I like the matte color better on this. It looks more military. It looks more tough, right? I think a matte green would look sick on this Jeep. And I'm not a Jeep guy, so let's see. Looks like there's only a couple people in here. It's our awesome openings tonight. Yeah, man, I just figured I'd pop on. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm gonna go take a shower and pass out and start all over tomorrow, right? But I just wanted to jump on and show my face. Show my face to the JDC family. If anybody's still interested, Pinks is still on. I'm gonna make an announcement on that soon. Some things are changing, but if you want to get in on the custom Pink Slips tournament, that's gonna be going on. February 1st will be the deadline, right? But This is the 19 Silverado Trail Boss. Boom, in the matte green with the camo on there. It's a sick paint job. I think they made this in black and red, if I'm not mistaken. That was cool too. I don't think I bought it though. Static Crispy in the house. What is up, man? Nothing. It's almost 2:30 here. I'm just burning the midnight oil, they call it. This is a 2001 first edition Ford Thunderbolt. The card was ripped. I'm opening it because the card's ripped, so why not, right? It's a Ford Thunderbolt. Hugh Ryleman. I guess this was a actual drag car, maybe. Crew: Judy, Pat, Ruth. So he's got three chicks. He's got three chicks working on his Ford Thunderbolt. Robert Ford. Engine by Kermit. Yeah, this has got to be like a replica drag car or something. It was the first edition of the Thunderbolt. So maybe somebody knows something more than I do. That's open now. So there's that. Bada bing, bada boom. We got twin turbo Nissan 300 ZX in red. Batman Diecast. What's up, Jay? Batman Diecast. Is that the Batman I think it is? Did you change your name? Wayne Parker, yeah, that's what I thought. Batman. We got the Nissan 300 in red. Most of you guys know I had a 280ZX. When I was younger, these things were. I wanted one, right? These were cool. So I own one now. But no, I did have a Datsun 280 ZX. It was an 83, I think. And that was a fun car, man. That was one of the funnest cars I ever drove, like owned, right? It had independent rear suspension. It had a straight six cylinder under the hood, and it had a short throw from the tranny to the rear. So it didn't take much when you hit the gas. Like that thing would squat on the rear suspension and just launch, right? It handled great. I ended up having to scrap the car because I was in a bad time in my life as far as work and stuff went, and I had lost the key to it, and we hotwired the car. I for like 6 months I walked around with the tumbler and a screwdriver in my pocket. That's how I started the car, and to make sure nobody could steal it because I had the tumbler, right? If anybody doesn't know what the tumbler is, it's what starts the car, right? So yeah, I ended up having to scrap that car because I was moving and it was done. The metal in the subframe was rotted out so bad that you could put your fist through it, you know. So at that point, it really needed a restoration, and I didn't have the place to do it. So, hey yo, the 300ZX fire. Wait, Jay, you got 300ZX and had 280Z. Well, I have a 300 right here, right? I got the Hot Wheels. But I owned the 280Z in real life. Like, you know, it was a white 280Z. It was cool. It was a cool car. And now, obviously, I wish I never scrapped it, right? I think I got like $500 for the car when I was done, but you know, what are you gonna do? We got the Dodge Viper SRT 10 ACR. We're gonna crack this bad boy. Dodge Vipers. When I was growing up, Dodge Viper was the jump off. Nothing was touching a Viper, and it was like the meanest looking car. You know. What was it? the SRT10, the red one with the big fenders that came up over the top, like the hood was part of it, and then a huge louvers with the doors. I don't know which one it is. I think I don't know what that is, but I remember that car, and there's somebody that owns one around here. And the rear is like a bubble. It kind of looks like a TVR. How the TVR, what you call it is, I forget, bro. Anyway, we got the Mopar SRT, SRT10 ACR Dodge Viper with the wing on the back. We like those. We like those. Tony's out. All right, brother. Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna be out soon too. We got a couple more cars to crack. Dodge definitely needs to bring back the Viper again. Yeah, unfortunately, if they do, it's gonna be an electric piece of crap because they've discontinued all their muscle cars, right? So, 2008 Lancer Evo, cracking it, cracking it. I also grew up when the Evos and the Subis were at war, right? The WRXs and the Evos. I always lean towards the WRX just because the flathead motor, it sounds ridiculous. This car is off scale though. There's no way that you could try to tell me that that and that are to scale. This car's too big. Like, it just doesn't look right to me. I don't know. If anybody knows anything about that, let me know. It looks like it's off. I don't know. I like the second gen Viper more. It's looks more cooler. Yeah, you know the Viper that I really like is the GT3. There's a GT3 Viper that's got the big wing on the back and really accentuated. That's a sick looking car. I think it's a GT3. It might have been a GT2. I'm not sure. It was a race car. We got a 67 Pontiac GTO convertible. One of my favorite cars in real life. 67 GTO. Not the convertible, but we'll take it. Alright, boom, opened. Got the convertible out. Got the drop top out. We've taken that bad boy for a ride. And then I got a 57 Chevy. Who doesn't like a 57 Chevy? This thing is crying for a wheel swap. We might be able to get one done at some point. A quick, fast one. But there's that. Right? Boom, boom, boom. What else? What else? What else? Maybe. But the Evo 10 has been the tooling design since like mid 2000s. Maybe, but the Evo 10 has been. So what is that? Everything else is off, or that's the right size? I don't know, man. It just looks. It looks like it's too big. I mean, I guess not. I don't know. The 510's a small car. But then if you put like the Caprice next to it, yeah, see? I don't know, man. One of these cars is off. I don't know. If anybody knows more about it, let me know. It's been probably mid 2000s scale. Yeah, so it probably is wrong. I don't know. Did their scaling move after the 2000s or whatever? I'm not an expert. I just like to play with cars. We got, here you go, static. Here's one for you. Nissan 180 Type X. Nissan 180SX Type X. I don't know what that means. We're cracking it. It's a Flying Customs. This thing needs a wheel swap though. And I'm not a tuner, guys. I like muscle cars. Most of the muscle cars that I wanted to crack are already cracked. That's why I'm cracking these tuners right now, because, you know, I got a ton of the cars. There's gonna, you know what? I might do more lives like this, like just opening cars because there's no way that I can't travel wherever I'm gonna end up moving. I can't bring 50 boxes of carded cars. Like what am I gonna do with that? Hang them up on the wall, look at them, and my girl's gonna be like, Daddy, I want to play with that. And I'm gonna be like, oh, you can't. It's still on the wall. Come on, you know. So we got the 180 SX Type X. I don't know what the Type X means, but probably just another way for them to sell it, right? So we got the 300 and the 180, the 280. My brother had a 240. My brother had a 240 SX at a race car. He raced that thing, and it was fast. It was real fast. He ended up getting wrecked. Somebody turned him into the wall, and he popped the head gasket on it, and that was it. That was it. Blew the engine. That car was gone. But this is one that I want to do a custom on, which obviously I want to do customs on a lot of things, but I saw this and it looked cool, and I was like, oh, if I do a wheel swap on that thing will be bad. So obviously the glass is yellow too, so I probably have to get rid of that. But maybe even for Gaslands, if I Gasland this up, this is a twin duction. It's called the twin duction. It's probably not focused either, but it's got a motor sticking out the hood of it, like the blowers. It's got dual exhaust on both sides, so it's quad exhaust, I guess. And then it's kind of got like a Supra, like a new Supra rear end. The more of a Camaro front end and a Supra rear end. So with a wheel swap and some paint, I think this would be a cool Gaslander for sure. It's a fantasy car, right? But here we go. There's another two that I'll crack here. I usually refer to the Type X as the body kit, but it means something, but I can't remember. I was thinking maybe it was the exhaust, but Extreme. I don't know. We got a 55 Chevy in blue. I already cracked the red one, so why not have a blue one? 55 Chevy in blue. Boom, boom, boom. I really like what they did with this, with the paint job on this, with the black trim. It's a cool car, very cool car. The red one's sitting over there. You guys can't see it, but boom, boom, boom. And then we got the Subaru SVX. The Subaru SVX, the Rio Sada Matchbox casting. I'm cracking it, man. I know that at some point in time it might be worth something, because I think this might have been the first Rio Sada Matchbox release. But I don't care. I don't care. You know, I'm not in this game to resell anything down the road. It's not an investment. It's my hobby, right? So there's the SVX, the Subaru SVX, made by Rio Sada or Ryu. I think it's Ryu. They call him they call him Ryu, right? Is it Ryu? I don't know. Nice clean casting. I always did think that this was a weird looking car though, how the window is, you know. I don't know why they did that, but I was not the designer. So Metal Mania's in the house. What's up, dude? All the way from down under. Yeah, it caught me live. It's like 2:30 a.m. here. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. I hope everything is well down there. SVX is a cool car with the two-piece windows. Yeah, so but how does that work? The open part rolls down, and then that other top half is just always there? Or do they like come off? I never actually got to look at one up close, so I'm not sure. But I would think that if they were like on there and you can't take them off, that would be like, if your heat or your AC broke, you'd be burning up in there, right? Gary Shorter, what's up, brother? What's going on, Gary? I'm actually gonna be getting off here in a second. It's 2:30, and I'm tired. I am tired. I cracked about what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Opened up 23 cars. 23 cars. And I'll be opening up a lot more. Just cause. I got no shame anymore. They can't stay in the packages forever, you know. They can't do it. I can't do it. T-top style, maybe. No, it's got a sunroof. It's got a sunroof. So, I'm not sure. Oh, it's 5:30 p.m. here. Been watching but not commentating as I'm restoring our house. It's 120 years old. Wow. Real good. Hope you guys are too. To this one. Hopefully catch the next one early. Yeah, Metal. Congratulations on restoring your house too. That's awesome, dude. I'm gonna be moving in like 6 or 7 months, so you know, all these cars that I got packed in boxes and stuff. I'm like, why? You know, so I went through all that earlier in the video. I don't know if you were listening or not, but if I have it, I'm opening it. There's no reason to keep them in boxes. Some of them obviously more than others, but you know, like the stuff that Gary sent me, the chase pieces and stuff like that, those aren't gonna get open. But all these main lines, man, I got no I have no interest in selling them at any point or anything like that. If anything, I'm just gonna give them away, right? So now, when I say that, I'm not a hypocrite. There is a local, there's a local Hot Wheels show that I might bring some of my cars, the main lines to, and just try to sell as like a bulk. You know, all the stuff that I really don't want, but I know that people do. You know, extra muscle cars and imports and stuff like that. But it's not gonna be. It's gonna be pennies on the dollar, if anything. And at that point, I might just donate it. You know, just because more cars I have, the more weight in the trailer. You know, so there's that. All right. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, because I gotta go take a shower before I go to sleep, and it's already 2:35, so we're looking at 3:30 by the time my head hits the pillow. So it has been cool catching up with you guys again, even though it's late and there was only a couple people in here. I appreciate all the people that were here. I appreciate the people that stopped in. Even the new guys that Tony sent over here. I hope you enjoyed the little show. I mean, I didn't do much, right? But there's that. The girls are 6 months now. Their half birthday just passed. Time is flying. Time is flying. So I'm enjoying every minute of it, and I'm gonna keep doing that. There will be an announcement coming up as far as pinks go. If anybody is still interested in joining the Pink Slips Challenge, there'll be an announcement coming up. Gary, your car is right there. You don't have to build a car, my man. Just to be clear, I was in your live the other night. You were talking about you might have to build a car. No, you don't. The 11 Budweiser is the champion. You don't have to build a car. That car is going to be ready to rock. And there's that. I'm spacing out. It's time to go. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.